Hello, Leo, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So, Leo, what we're going to do is do a read for you and that other person, and that other person could be friend, family member, boyfriend, girlfriend, person of interest, right? Even one side of a situation or another, okay? So note that. We're going to do the first half, most of the read is going to be on love, and then we're going to move real quick to a snapshot on your financial flow for February. Okay, so I was kind of felt this underlying energy to do this for the month of February, at least the first half, and then I can go back and revert to the old. But if you like it, you guys let me know, okay? But at least for this one, I'm going to do mostly the love side, and then we'll do a quick little temperature check on your financial flow. Okay, so here we go. Now this will be this is a general read. So if you're looking for a personal read, to tap into your own personal energies, then go to theguidedintuitive.com up here or in my description box. And guys, if you are looking to make some changes in your life and really catapult to that next level so you can have this be your best year yet, and you want to make some changes, maybe you want to start a business, or maybe you want to focus on what is my life purpose, what am I here to do, and what is my passion, my gift to the world. And if you're a little unsure of that and you're looking for some guidance, some inspiration and motivation to really hone in on what that is and to really help you find out what that is and help you springboard into start using your gift, then you do want to check out the discovery session up here or in my description box below. That is some one-on-one time together. It allows us to get to know you, make a recommendation, and if you're a really good fit, invite you into one of our programs. Okay, so if you're interested, do check that out. All right, so without further ado, let's get started and see what's happening for the first half of February. Guys, I'm a couple days late within this. I had some personal issues that I am taking care of that were a priority, and I have to fill my cup up first so I could fill yours up and help others as well, just as you do, right? So it's what they call positive self-care. So and working on that this month. So do be patient with me. All right. So by the way, we're including Valentine's Day in this too. So for those of you that are celebrating, I'm just sending lots of love vibes your way. All right. So first card's going to be on how you feel about them. Okay. So how do you feel about them? And here it is. What do we have? Persistence. You're not giving up. All right, so it looks like you're really not giving up, but you're continuing to persist on what it is that you want. Now keep in mind is that if you don't have a love interest in mind, or someone that you're thinking of that this might resonate with, again, it could be one side of a situation or another, but this is saying you are applying persistence in this relationship or in this situation, and you're not giving up. This is saying is that what might happen is that you might have some sort of obstacle that might come in the way, but it's not this huge detour where you've got to shift everything the wrong way and then just say, oh, forget about it. Have persistence. If you have a dream, there's something that you would like to achieve, you have to apply some persistence, and the universe might be testing you with a little bump, okay? It's just a minor little change of it could be a little, a change of the wind that you might have to work something out a little differently, okay? But this is having persistence in this relationship or in this situation. So let's get some clarity on this. Let me pull some cards over here. This gives me clarity on mentally about it. Yeah, this is about loving in moderation, okay? And I love hummingbirds. And it's so funny. I never really, I don't know. I know my grandmother really loved them a lot. And what was so funny is that I think, I grew up with my, grandmother having those, but what was so beautiful is I've learned these special things, like every time I'm out with a friend, or sometimes I should say special moments when I'm out with a friend, or, I'm spending time with animals or just out in nature. I've had some really interesting run-ins with hummingbirds in some way where they just come right up to your face. And I have never seen anything like that before. And I love it because when you see hummingbirds, you always see two, right? And there's two in this picture, and they're love, and they're the only birds that can kind of fly backwards and frontwards, right? So it's just the coolest thing. But they're God's messengers of love, is what I wanted to say. And so this is saying love moderately. So if you see someone, or perhaps that you're within a relationship, this is saying take it slow. uh, don't, rather than, don't move too fast, don't overflow with emotions. This is just saying, to slow it down and be moderate and take the steps and let the relationship develop step by step by step. Okay. And then give it the love so it can really fly high. So this is really beautiful. I really love this. So being persistent, in this love or in this situation. I'm going to pull some tarot on this and see what wants to come up as to how you feel about them. So this is moderation, being persistent. Okay, let's see what else. Page of Wands. This is a brand new beginning. Okay, so this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy. So you might have a new beginning as it pertains to love. It's what I'm seeing it could be, is that you have this new opportunity. You've seen some things grow. You're seeing how you would like to move forward, but the pages are about messages. Okay, so maybe you're determining which way that you would like to move forward in this relationship or in this situation. It's been, whatever you're doing, it's been very competitive. So you are staying on top of the competition. You're having faith that you can actually make it happen. This is having faith in oneself. Again, here we go back and talking about persistence. But the interesting thing is that you see this other person as a top one for you, as one of the best, matches for you. Just love moderately. It's going to be a new beginning. So you might have a new beginning with someone, Leo. So note your comments below. But yeah, that's exactly what I see here. Anything else that wants to come through before I move on to how they feel about you? Yeah, it looks like, there's been some past situations, where maybe something didn't work out as you had planned, and you're wearing kind of that black cloak of shame, so to speak. But this is saying is you haven't yet, because of the focus has been here, you're not seeing the whole hand of your cards here. This is that you've got two cups that are behind you. This is about perspective, right? So this is about changing perspective to look at something different and to really see the opportunities that are there for you, that you're not seeing because of the focus has been only one way. Okay, so this really wants you to not look at the spilled cups and look at the opportunities that the universe is offering to you in this relationship or in this situation. Okay, that's exactly what I see here. So instead of putting the head down, this is saying look up and look at the opportunities. And it's even within love, okay, because you might be missing some things, okay, and so that's what's coming into play. So how do they feel about you? Let's take a look at how they feel about you. Let's take a look at that. Okay, Leo, what is that? How do they feel about you? Here we go. Tapestry. It's almost that they feel that you are like family to them, okay? So they feel that you're almost like family to them. This is the tapestry. This is like they feel that you they feel like you were in there. You're in that world. You are in their world for a reason, and it really feels like it's at home. They feel at home, kind of, and that's what it kind of feels like. So there's this beautiful tapestry, and it's very, it's very artistic. It's really quite beautiful, and it's the tapestry of life, right? So to me, it just talks about, that we have an opportunity to play. It's like they I think this person feels that you have been in their life and you kind of are helping them heal too, and heal their past. So maybe they feel that you have helped them heal some of their past tapestry, layers of uncertainty, pain, or disappointment. So that could be the case. And this just wants you to have faith in this person has faith in their future, okay, now, because perhaps that you have in some way help them, or they're confronting, it's like they're confronting some sort of hurt of the past, is kind of how I feel. And it's about changing tapestry. Okay, so this is interesting. Yeah, it's like you can weave anything, your life, the way you want it to. You can create the music of your life that you want to. And this is saying is that they feel that you are part of their tapestry. Okay, how interesting. But it's about it's healing the past, and it's about overcoming that and having faith for the future. So I don't know if they're getting over that or if you are helping them get over it. Okay, so it's in some way. So we'll continue this and we'll see what else wants to come out. I can know a little bit more here. How they feel about you. How do they feel about you? Stretch. That you stretch them. You make them move beyond what they would typically do. So you're asking them to be that better self. and it's like you help them stretch. Yeah, so it's kind of similar. It's taken off to the first card that we've mentioned, but it's stretch. Okay, so it's kind of like putting their roots out a little bit further than they typically would. So you stretch them, you allow them to grow, you make them want to grow more and to be the better person that they can be, so they can achieve their vision and their dreams in this love and in life overall. So you really encourage them to stretch. Anything else that wants to come through, how they feel about you? Let's see what else. Wow. This is beautiful because this card talks about stop and then taking in the view. Okay, and so that's what this is. They probably feel so they're so taken by you. Okay, and so they stop and they watch you and they take in the view of you, and it's beautiful. You know, it's really beautiful, and it's like they're taking stock of the treasure experiences that they've learned from you, and how you've been a treasure in their life. Interestingly enough, this is a 37 card that brings it to a 10, which is coming, the ending, coming a brand new beginning. So I really feel that they see a new beginning with you. Okay, so that's exactly what I see here. But there's some way they are watching you, they see you, and they're taking in the view, and they are breathless. Okay, that's what I'm saying. All right, so let's see what the tarot has to say about this. I'm going to put this computer down a little bit so it's not so bright. Let's see what they want to say about this. Let's see what the tarot says, how they feel about you. What is it? Yeah, they want a new beginning. Okay, they feel like they want a new beginning with you. They see you as that prized treasure, right? And they want a new beginning. The tunic is all about that green. It's the heart's chakra, and it's about love. And I really feel that they want a new beginning, and they see the value, and so they're looking at you as a precious treasure, an opportunity. Okay, so let's take a look on what you make together. What is it that you make together? What is that? Let's see what that is. Okay, let's see. Okay, here it is. Let's see what that is. Ooh, okay. So you might have an encounter. Okay, now this is going to be a surprising encounter. This might not be the person that you're currently thinking of. It could be someone new, or it could be this person, but in a surprising way. I almost feel that you know this person, but I don't think you actually have met face to face. So it could be, but this is saying an encounter that transforms you, that transforms the relationship. Your encounter has transformed each other. So in this relationship, what you bring together is a sense of transformation for each other by encountering each other. Okay, it has kind of came together and transformed both of you. Okay, and in some way. Okay, so we're going to take a look. I want to see what else wants to come through. And what has brought what you make together. It's called encounter, right? So let's see. Discernment. So it's allow you both to become more discernful as to what it is you want in a relationship or what you want in this situation. Okay, so it's about being a little bit more choosy as to who, what, where, when, and why you're doing things, who you hang around with. You are being very discerning of what you put into your body, what you put into your mind, and the love you put into your heart. And it's interesting because you're being a little bit more picky because you want to make sure that what you put your time, energy, and effort and love into is going to be something that is deserving, of all of that. Okay. So you're being a little bit more discernful, and it could again have to do with an encounter, so to speak. I'm going to pull a hero's journey card because I would like to see what part of the journey that you might be on, as it pertains to this situation. Okay, so let's take a look at what that is. What are the hero's journey to say what you make together? Here it is. What is it? Knights of a Round Table. How interesting. Okay. So this is about that the love that you have each other is pretty strong, or the connection that you have with each other is pretty strong. Now, if it's a situation and you're not involved in love, it's just there's some sort of connection that's strong, and you know that it could lead to something really, really great. Okay, so whatever that is. But this is called Knights of the Round Table, and what this is about breaking bread and being around people who love and literally support and adore you. as you do them. Okay. So this is the coming together to make each other stronger, more powerful, and to breathe the brightest light that you can. But you ignite light in each other. And this is the type of people that you want to be around. So you're being very discerning who you bring into your life in terms of your encounters, right? But this is saying is that this is an 18 card reducing to a 9, which means coming to fruition. So this talks about letting love really lift you higher in this relationship or situation. So, focus on love. This is Knights of a Round Table. So it's just, again, having, kind of the best people around you that support you, and calling them in and maybe getting their advice, maybe spending time with them, that type of thing. Anything else that wants to come out? I get the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, guys. So what you make together is you could really make a beautiful opportunity to come together in family. This is interesting. What you make together, this is a 10 of Pentacles. This is happy family life. This is wealth. This is, really established wealth, that type of thing, but it brings it to a 10. So that's what you bring together. I want to find out in terms of what is the, what you need to know most about this person. What do you need to know most about this person? What is it? What do you need to know most about that person? This person, okay? Let's see what that is. That they have been illuminated, okay? That they are, have, kind of gone through some sort of transformation to which they have given up some sort of illusion or dropped something that maybe perhaps wasn't working for them now today in their love life, in their relationships, that so to speak. So they've been illuminated, okay? It's kind of like enlightenment. They've been on fire and ignited and think, oh my gosh, I totally see things now. Whoa, and so what you need to know most about them is that they have in their communication, they've been illuminated in some way. Okay. So, yeah, that's exactly what I see. They've been illuminated. Let me pull what you need to know most about them. What is this? Wow. What you need to know most about them is that you need how interesting card is that they're changing. They're understanding that they hold the key to their own awakening life. That they don't need to settle for less, that they can move into the light. They don't have to cower to the shadow, that they can move into the light, right? And they need to just meet their shadow, work through with the shadow and say, shadow, I see you. I know that you're there. I don't have to succumb to you. I know you're part of me, but I'm going to lead with my light. So this is saying is that you have an opportunity to get out of the darkness into the light. And that's what they're realizing about themselves. Okay. That's what I really feel here is that they're actually setting themselves free. Okay. And it allows them to be more able to be in a relationships, so to speak. So what you need to know most about them is that they have been in this. Okay. And they're being illuminated. Right. And so it's like they're catching on fire and understanding that, lighting my way is going to be very, very key. So this is beautiful. It's a 41 card that really reduces to a 5. That's beautiful. And 5s are about change. So this is a changing of that, which is good. It's changing out of the cave and into the light. Right? So that's what I see here. What else do you need to know about this person? I'm going to pull one more on the hero's journey because this seems to be helpful here. Let's see what you need to know. That it is time for them to take a quantum leap. So I really think that they're going to be moving forward in a very big way. Okay. And they're kind of, it's like they're preparing for a brand new makeover in life. Okay. And yeah, it's a 7 card. So they're having faith. And this is really, really big because this is about the journey begins when this hero is in the ordinary world and now is going upon their business as usual. And what happens is that as they do that, they're feeling unsettled, for a minute. And this hero is now at this point takes a leap, psychologically and spiritually. And what they're doing is that they are taking a leap and preparing for what's to come. So it's like they pack their bags, they make, they say goodbye to unhealthy relationships, and they really focus on what is, getting grounded, and focusing on the simple things, and not taking life for granted. This is really like the stage is at this stage, it's about, it's like it's preparing to make that next huge move. That's all I gotta say, guys. That's all I gotta say. Wow, is a very big. It's a very big. It's like stage one after coming out of a big awakening. So this is really beautiful. Um, Anything else that the tarot wants to say? What you need to know about them? Okay, let's see what else. Anything else? Uh, they're getting rid of the bondage, getting rid of anything that held them in bondage. There you go. There you have it. What is the best way for you to move forward? What does that look like? Best way for you to move forward. Okay. What does that look like? Okay. Best way for you to move forward. Queen of Pentacles. This is watching. This is really someone is careful watching their coin, what they value, what they treasure, making sure that they place it and invest it appropriately, and they're not just jumping and throwing things. That they're really discernment. They're discernful as to where they place their money in their pentacle. And the Queen is she's about authority, right? And she's that motherly figure. But here's the interesting thing. I'm gonna pull Hero's Journey on this one here. So best way forward. What does that look like? Wow, it's a 36 card, reduces to a 9, coming to fruition. This is about letting go and let it glow. Okay, so this is about tapping into the divine. Okay, let go of how you feel this relationship or situation should be, and then what's going to happen is that enlightenment is going to come. Okay, enlightenment or something beautiful, it miraculously happens. And this is just, there's a thin veil, and it talks about there in between the physical and then the spiritual. And this is saying is that the universe wants you to let go so your glow can shine, so your glow can lead the way. And it's a, what is this? It's a 36 card. Okay, gotcha. So 36 card is like, this is having crossed like the threshold of in terms of their journey, and now they're awakening, and there's this whole new world ahead of them. And that's where I feel where you're at. I really feel that there's a whole new world ahead of you when you let go, that certain things, opportunities and people and beautiful things start happening to you. And you're like, whoa, this glow is so glow. I mean, there's a lot of light, right? And it's a lot of warmth. And for some reason, that's what's supposed to happen, right? It's like if there's been challenging circumstances in a relationship or in a situation, this is saying is that you've had maybe difficult dreams, and this is saying is that you feel like you may have been abandoned, and some sort. And this is saying no, is it's like any sort of it's like the support when you drop into the depth and you anchor into the stillness. It's almost as if you're able to really experience stronger, wiser, and become even more powerful than you have ever been before, because you let something go, and you're using the divine also to help you as well. This is interesting, guys. You got to let me know how this resonates. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more card. I'm gonna pull the tarot to see what wants to come out. Yeah, you're getting rest right now through the process. And this is, praying to the universe, getting your enlightenment there. That thin veil is what this card is. It's kind of like you're kind of doing this so you can get this, and this is what happens. Guys, it's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Wow. Yeah, that's exactly what I see. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to move into the financial side, guys. We're going to see what your financial flow is for February. And I hope that this resonated with you, okay? So let's take a look at what that looks like. What's your financial flow for February, okay? Where's your financial situation right now? Let's take a snapshot of this now. This is saying you've got some choices, okay? So how interesting is this? The card that I get is you have some choices, and what you don't want to do is that you're kind of being cognizant about that. This is, but there's a bee on that person's nose. You don't want to get stung. So in terms of your financial situation, that you want to, be careful in terms of the decisions that you make. I think that you're getting a lot of communication. This is like communication is almost as kind of coming from the throat. So it's like, but I do feel is that there's choices that can be made that really are really eye-opening for you, okay? So in terms of your finances, there is, you've got choices, okay? So that's what this is talking about here. And just basically, just note that, within this is that, there, balance your decisions that you make also with your heart. It is telling you that, and I know that sometimes we're just supposed to think with our head of money, but it is telling you that balance some of your decisions against the weight of your heart, and really understand is you can't force to feel at peace with something. You just have to feel it, right? So what this talks about is justice and order, and can be here for you. It can be chosen. You can choose peace over anything, a million times a day. It's just, do I want peace or do I want friction? That type of thing. So this just says, important decisions, there are a lot of times there's no guarantee. The choice is more significant than the outcome. So the best choice is not necessarily what appears to be right for you. So that's why it says really stand by someone or something that you truly, truly love. If you're going to invest your money into something, that's what it wants you to do. Guys, that's what it's saying here. Okay. So, that's what this is talking about there. All right. So, let love kind of fuel some of the decisions that you make, because there might be some sort of investment that is going to be calling upon that a little bit. I'm just saying, make your own choices, but I'm telling you what the cards are coming through with. So your it's about making a choice right now. I do want to pull, I want to see what else wants to come through here. Anything else? Current financial situation. Yeah, it's like you feel in bondage. You're not sure which way that you should go. This is about taking a different perspective of things. This is the Eight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. So there's a choice that has to be made, but I think your choice is that you're feeling bound up. You end up walking away so you get into calmer waters. You don't want the Eight of Cups. You want the Ten of Cups, okay? You want emotional fulfillment. You don't want to be left like that. This is about, moving on to what is better for you. And it's just because, you couldn't go any further here, and you're still searching passionately for the Ten of Cups. Okay. Just what I'm saying. That's what you want. Okay. and it could be that in this investment, so to speak. What else do I need to know? I want to find out, we want to find out what is blocking your financial situation. Anything blocking your financial situation. What is that? What is it for you here? Healing. There's some sort of healing that you're going through, Leo. So maybe perhaps that is kind of getting in the way. So that's blocking your finances at this time. There's some sort of healing that's happening, but it's bubbling to the surface and it's letting go. So this is a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and see what the Soul's Journey, Hero's Journey cards have to say about this. What is it? You are invited. It wants you to suit up. It wants you to show up, and it wants you to open up. Okay. So what's blocking you is that you're not opening up in terms of your healing, and the healing, and what you do is you want to continuously heal in terms of, it could have been a money situation, guys. You are being invited. It's coming to fruition. So it's a 9. So you're at the very, very end of it. So that's what I'm saying. And you're moving passionately for what it is that you desire and what you love. Okay, so it's the Knight of Wands. You could have this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy, but I think you're moving passionately towards what it is that you want in your life to create greater wealth and finance. Okay, it's about having passion. Move towards something that you're passionate about, because that's what's going to bring you to the Four of Wands, which is this beautiful, stability, commitment. This is really a beautiful opportunity, a foundation, living with, getting a house and all that thing. So to kind of move in that direction, you see 2 people here too, right? So it could be with someone, and you're moving passionately towards that. So that is basically saying, what's blocking you is some sort of healing that's taking place. Okay. What are the changes that need to be made to improve the situation? Changes to be made to improve the situation. What is that? Working really, really hard. You're contemplating on what you need to do next, what steps you need to take to up level in what it is in your business or in this situation. You're taking stock of where you are at your current work, your current business, your current finances, and seeing how you'd like to move forward. Having faith that it's going to grow, so putting time and effort into that. What else? You're coming to the realization of things and not looking at illusions anymore. You're seeing things for as they truly, really, really are. Okay? And so the changes that need to be made to improve the situation is focus on reality in terms of what's currently happening in your situation. You're going through some sort of awakening, okay? An awakening and getting out of the illusion, right? And then into the realization of the situation, right? And it's about coming together. And it could be coming together with someone or something in terms of in terms of relationships, in terms of healing, okay? let me just see if there's any other changes that need to be improved the situation. This is really saying is that you are moving forward, you're moving forward, you're moving forward. Whatever you're moving into could be something spiritual. Just for some of you, it could be some of you might be in the spiritual industry. Some of you, this is like this upward spiral to grace. Okay, so this is saying it's a 39 card, brings it to 11 as a master number. It's like now jumping through the portal, right? And I really feel that it's just like how much good can you handle. So if you really focus on making changes to improve your situation, come together with others. You can't do it all alone. You can't build an empire just by yourself. You need other people to work with you. So as you do that, keep pulling on others, and it's just this beautiful things that keep happening, right? And it develops that unity and that tapestry of building, right? Something really worthwhile. So this is this upward spiral to grace. So some of you could have a spiritual business. What's the final outcome? What's the final outcome here? What is it? Let's see what that is. Wow, this is discovering your superpower, Leo, okay? All right, discovering your superpower, okay? And this is about, I don't know who else got this, but this is interesting. Another sign got this, so check your moon or rising, sign as well as your Venus sign. But the interesting thing in terms of your money here, this is saying to you, discover your superpower and use it, because that is your talent, that is your ticket. Remember when I talked about at the beginning, your life's purpose, if that's what you're focusing in on, in wanting to zero in on and actually do it. This is a 6 card that talks about growth. You're taking the steps to make that happen, whether you're taking a class, getting advice in terms of how to move forward on that. So this is about stepping into your superpower, into your talent, what you were called on this earth to do. Okay. And if you're interested in learning more about that, hit the discovery session up here. But that's what this is saying. So just using 100% of your mojo in this, and that's what I see coming through. And that's kind of the final outcome. It's a 33 card, okay? And so what's interesting is that the 33 cards talk about is that you are on like a different threshold. It's like you are, it's like you're coming out of like, it's like the road of trials is kind of what you're like on stage 7 of like the 12 steps. And this is really talking about that you're going to encounter growth. You're going to encounter a lot of learning and people that want to help you and build with you. And that's that upward spiral of grace is what I really truly feel. And keep in mind, there's going to be trials. There's going to be tests. They're going to test you, but you have the ability to move through that. Again, apply your superpowers on this. Apply your superpowers, Leo, on this. Okay. You're on this, you're going to face some tribulation, but this is saying just to continue to keep going in the process. Is really kind of the key thing, because you're going to question your sense of your senses. You're going to, what you think about things. You're going to reclaim your power. Okay, you're going to become stronger, and you're going to reclaim your authentic self in this process. So be you. Okay. Be nothing but you, okay? And because you were born to live your dreams in this awakening world, okay? You were, okay? So it's that upward spiral is what I see here. And then anything else in terms of your final outcome that wants to come out. So we got discover your superpower. So we got this, right? And so now we're going to move to the next, see what else wants to come. Wow. Okay. So it's interesting because we've got action. It wants you to take action in terms of things. So it doesn't want you to sit down. It wants you to take action and paint your world. Okay. And move forward. And there's going to be resolution to your situation. So if some of you have been going through some different, a situation in your finances, there's going to be a resolution. So just know that it's going to come to a resolution, okay? And it's going to feel really, really good in your heart, okay? Okay, lots of love, guys. I got to close it out here. This has been a long one. Note your comments below, and I'll see you next half of February. Namaste.